This is David at Workskunk, and today's tip just touches upon a topic that is so near and dear to our hearts at Workskunk and Inspired Work, and it's how we raise our children for the future of work. When we tell a child that what's coming out of their mouth in terms of a career idea, that it's a bad idea and they need to do something else, what happens in that moment is that child typically will start trusting their vision, their imagination, and you might be sowing the seeds of rebellion. In fact, if what they're starting to think about is legitimate, they will rebel, and they have to rebel. So just to plant a seed, because this is a tip, we could be discussing this for hours and we've got all kinds of content about it. We want to help our children to find what they want to do with their lives, what's going to make them happy, what's of interest to them. I mean, for God's sake, most people today are having to change careers on a regular basis because change has just been so dominant. And the value of helping our children find the work that they love is that it gives them the fuel to change. When someone feels ambivalent about their work and we ask them or show them that they're going to have to learn how to sell, for example, or to build a community around for their success. If they're feeling ambivalent about the work to begin with, they're probably not going to do it. Someone asked me one of the other tips, this topic of active learning. You know, we grew up with education being a chore. And they asked, what can I do to become a solid active learner, which is a requirement for success today? My answer is always find work that you love. So that's the first piece of it. The second is to recognize that our educational system is still producing people to be prepared for the Industrial Revolution, which is dead. And in that revolution, we would always go for the job for security, survival, predictability. All of that's over. And so now what we have in the place of that is an opportunity to produce vivid, wonderful jobs. But the skills that are missing include being graciously able to connect with other people, being able to take on judgment and criticism, being able to sell our idea, but also to build the kind of consultative sales in which we find the needs and expectations of the people around us. None of this can happen if we spend all of our time looking at our smartphone rather than understanding the connectivity. Connecting with others is the most important attribute we can give our children. Helping them develop their imagination is also one of the most important ways we can do that. And if we are instilling that comes out of love, the rest of it will sort itself out.